Well, that was fun. So, if you signed in early, that was a little Corporate Kalani talking about something I don't know because I don't know that particular language. But the first song was about vodka. All right. So, what are we doing today? I wrote about on a blog entry earlier 3 specific things that I'm going to work on today. One is getting a DataStax cluster running, and this is probably going to be the easiest thing that I'm going to do today. And I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start this right off at first here because it takes a few minutes to get the different virtual machines and everything up and running. So I'm going to do this on Google Cloud Platform and use the Marketplace option. So as soon as that comes up, there we go. So Marketplace, and then just do a quick search for DataStax. And there's our option. One just uses Kubernetes and one uses plain old virtual machines. I'm going to use plain old virtual machines because, well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So launch the compute engine solution. It comes up with a few options. I'm going to actually name this DataStax Enterprise 6 Interoperability Black Box, because that's going to actually be the code project that I'm going to start putting together too. That's going to be the name of it. So right now we have 5.1.7 and 6.0 as options, going with 6.0. And for the zones, I just want US West 1A. I'm going to leave the machine type as defaulted with 2 CPUs, 7.5 gigs of memory. You can click custom and pick a whole bunch of stuff up to, I think it's 13 gigabytes per node. And up to, gazillion billion. Okay, 96 virtual CPUs. I just need 2. What's interesting too is if you pull this down, I think it's actually more expensive, is it? No, it's the same, but the little message will complain in a minute about you saving money, because Google likes to tell you how to save money. Anyway, one zone, all that's set up, and I'm going to go ahead and click deploy, and that process will begin. And it'll pop up, show a whole tree of all the different Python code and other bits that it's running. And then we're going to continue on with some other things. Yeah, there we go. So we'll come back to that in a while. So I'm just going to minimize that for now. And I'm going to actually use the JetBrains Rider IDE to write this C# code. I've already gotten, this is Ubuntu Linux, by the way. My background is my memory, so that I don't forget what the commands are. I'm basically going to write an app and get all the core pieces pulled together that we need to be able to write some code to and from a DataStax Enterprise Cassandra Cluster. We'll probably look at Op Center and maybe a few other things a little later. But right now, I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to pull a project that I've created. And this is really basic. I could go through the steps right now. It would take 5 minutes, but I don't even want to take the 5 minutes, so I'll take 30 seconds and tell you exactly what it is. Basically, it takes a minute to, come on, load. Anyway, while it's loading, it's a CLI project, a class library project, and an xunit test project. That's all it is. Default, set up everything, what you get from the template, nothing extra. I went ahead and did that because sometimes it takes a minute and I don't want to fiddle around with it all. So as you can see, here's our empty test, popped up at first. And then there is the CLI and the actual class black box project. There we go. So, and as it's just the files you get when you start the thing. So I want to write all this stuff from the perspective of the class itself, so I can make a shareable class that I can use for the CLI that I'll write, or an app of some sort, or a website of some sort, whatever it is. I want to be able to share this class among different projects. So this is what's going to actually be the layer in which I put all my data accessibility stuff. So I'm going to go in and manage NuGet packages on that class and go ahead and add the DataStax Enterprise library driver for 2.3.0 and Graph, which is 1.2, that work against DataStax Enterprise 6.0. And it looks like I already had put a search in here or something earlier, so we're all ready. And both of those are loaded. Otherwise, it'd give me a little plus there. Like if I wanted to load Newtonsoft JSON, which I will at one point, so I'll go ahead and add it here. Click the plus. It says install it. Yes, I want to install it, so it'll go ahead and add it to this list. So then when I click on packages, you can see it, and it'll be added right here. And then, of course, respectively, click that again, and it shows the dependencies in which the library actually has itself. So that's all groovy. Let's go down and look at tests. Tests should have no dependencies really, except for, one, under projects, it should be pointed at my class, because the class is going to be the thing that abstracts all the stuff that it's using to do all of this magical stuff in the black box. All right, and then let's look at unit test. Empty test. One of the things that it gives you the ability to do, JetBrains Rider, just like good old Visual Studio, you can click this, click it, and it'll say run all the tests, or you can go and pick a particular test, click on it, and it'll let you run that single test. So like if I hit run right now, it's just going to do a build real quick, and then nothing's going to happen because obviously there's no code there. All right, so we got that all added. My dependencies are all where they need to be. And just to prove to everybody, including myself, so I'm just going to build the solution. So that'll build all three of these projects. And pending tests. Finish running the test already. Well, I guess it ran the build in parallel because that's already finished. And the test ran and succeeded. I've always felt that an empty test with no code should just fail, but whatever. That's my opinion, and I guess that's not how it works. Because if I have no code, though, in all seriousness, the test didn't prove anything. You know, it's not a fact. It's a fungible fact. But let's not get into that. All right. So first things first, I'm going to attempt to do this TDD style. Preface with, it's been about 5,000 years since I've written any C# anything. So let's see. I want to have like a connection object or something, I guess, for the class to be able to use dynamically, whether maybe I'll have a config file or maybe it'll just pass in from code, whatever the case. So I'll start with test, and let's see, I think my naming convention should be something like confirm database connects true, something like that. No, not tour, true. There we go. So that, I think that is a good name. Var connection info should be a string. No. Well, it'll be something. So I'll call it a string. How do I write C# again? String, whatever. So it's a thing. And then I want to assert that. So how would I test this? I want it to basically say the connection succeeds or fails is what I want to do. So I'm going to say equal something to true. True. And then this should be true or something like that. Right now it's obviously not. I don't know what I was doing with that variable. So let's go with this. And this is obviously going to break. I don't have anything implemented yet. So let's hear. what should it be called? Well, it's connection something. So let's go with var connection info. Whoops. Var connection info. I'm gonna make it an object actually. So something like this is black box connection. Let's just call it connection. That sounds fancy. Sounds like something that it might be. And you know, I'm just going to refactor this in real time as we go through it. So this probably isn't going to look like anything we have right now in about 5 minutes. So this is going to be confirm connection, confirm database, or something like that. So it's basically a method on the connection info object. And the connection info object, we'll have to pass in some type of info, or let's say username. I know this probably isn't best practice, but let's see, username and password, right? Two strings of some sort. There, that looks all fine and dandy. So I don't have this. So if I hit Alt Enter, I get the little thing that says create type box connection. I don't really want to create the type. I want to. It's gonna be an object in my class. This thing. So let's actually go and say box connection. Let's go over here in class. It's called class. Let's just call it box. There we go. It's the magical box. And then we have connection. Connection state. I should probably use that, but I don't remember how any of that works. Whoops. Come back. File. There we go. Connection. And then let's make a void. We'll return a bool of confirm connection. Right, and then return false. Just say false for now. Oh yeah, this is in JavaScript. Needs a semicolon because it's C#. All right, so I got that. Now I can go back to my test. And let's actually pull in using interoperability black box. There we go. And then that should be the object that I'm making. Enter black box. Let's make it box. So I'm already refactoring. Rename that to something. There we go. Okay, and that's going to give us our box object. I'm just going to call it box instead of connection info. Oops. There we go. And then this was, what was it? I got IntelliSense on it now, right? No, I don't. Oh. Let's give it accessibility. It needs to be public bool. There we go. Okay. Go back to test. Box dot. There it is. Confirm connection. Okay. And that should return true. So goes the theory. This is already in the namespace up above in the using statement, so I can get rid of that. It's starting to look good. And of course, I don't have the parameters passed in, but let's hit Alt Enter and see what it tells me to do. Yes, create constructor. This is going to do it. Yep. Okay. There we go. Cool. Now a constructor has been added. That's one of the cool things of JetBrains Rider. And any of the JetBrains stuff has awesome refactoring capability. So string, username, yeah, it's whatever. I'm just going to go with it for now as is. On the constructor creation, it's going to throw not implemented exception. So if I ran the test right now, I'd actually get that, right? So let's see. Does it navigate to? Oh yeah, see, it's fussing about, yeah, it's going to break, blah, blah, blah. So if I run it, I'll get the not implemented exception. So let's go back and let's implement it. All right. So it doesn't really do anything right now. We just want it to get to the point where I can run the test, and the test will show what it shows. So I'm going to run all of them. It says test failed. The test failed with not implemented exception. Now it should fail with false when looking for true. Yep, there we go. All right. So now if I go over here, I can just cheat for the moment and say true. And technically that is part of TDD design. run current test again. So I'll run it and bum bum bum. We'll get a green code is passing thing. There we go. Looks good. Let's see how our... Okay, that's still spinning up. Just wanted to check on it real quick. Where is... Yeah, I knew somebody would judge me for my test names. Please offer ideas, though. I don't remember what to name tests. I'm horrible at naming stuff. I mean, look at this. Look at this name. That is the best name ever. Making sure it works integration test. It says exactly what it is. See, I don't need all these usings, blah, blah, blah. Get out of there. Okay. And back to this. Can I rename my file? Okay, so a little tip for JetBrains. Why can't I rename a file in this project? Am I missing the rename button? I don't know. That seems kind of crazy. But anyway, it's not there. There is no rename option. So I guess I have to show in files. Yeah, open. Yeah, okay. So I have to go in here and then rename it to, what is it, box. I just called it box. Okay, so one of the conventions, one of the billions of conventions with .NET is to, like with the class, say, you name the file, the thing. I'm gonna call this my black box. Oops, not block box, black box. There we go. It's gonna be where all the secret code lives. And yeah, there you go. See, this is named appropriately. This is the convention it should follow. Like a class should be in a file with the class name being the same as the file. Then you can find it. Blah blah blah. All that easy stuff. So anyway, and that one, when I added it through the menu, also added it, as you can see, this is green. That added it to Git to be in the next commit. And this one is not, because I just renamed it. So I have to Control-Alt-A will add it to Git. And there it is. Okay. So I'm all set for that. But now, this is still junk. Oh, okay. Anyway, my first little test passed. And I seem to have some info here. But let's move on to... Oh, let me... Not myself 74 says hit Alt-Enter on the class name in the editor view. That'll fix it? That'll let me fix it? In the editor view. So this is the editor view, right? No? Anyway, Alt-Enter. Right, no. Alt-Enter. Oh, Alt-Enter in the editor view in the... Let you rename it? Oh, that's cryptic. File, property, unit test. Oh, I can rename it in here? No, no. JetBrains needs to fix that. That's ridiculous. Why should I have to know a shortcut key to open up a secret window to change the name of a file? I mean, I did it in a really backwards way, but whatever. Oh yeah, that's why Bobby says this assumes Visual Studio. Yeah, right. I don't think I turned those on. I think I have IntelliJ or something. And I actually, Bobby's part of the reason why I turn on the IntelliJ ones, because I select a new binding for every IDE I put on, just so I'm forced to learn a new binding set. Not ignoring you. Ow. All right, so anyway, I renamed the file. And then, okay, I got my constructor. And let's see here. Next step would be to do what here? I need to make it do something. I'm halfway through waiting for the thing to start up. Well, let's hear. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually add an interface to the box. I'm going to call it no, I shouldn't call it connection, because that'll conflict with other namespace stuff. Just call it box connection. Boom. Yeah, just add the file again. Oh, I shouldn't have made that default, but whatever. So now I have to manually remove anything if I don't want it in Git, but that's fine. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to actually add a string here for if we look at the docs for the DataStax connector. Let's look in here. Let's pull that up. So DataStax, .NET driver. There we go. C#. Is this the thing I want? Is this what I just pulled in? Oh, that's a completely different thing. Let's go with DataStax driver list. There we go. Driver matrix. That's what I want. So if we go out here, this is the driver I'm using. Yeah. So looking at that, I'm going to need a contact point. And I'm going to need, what else do I need? Authentication, plain text. So yeah, I'll need a contact point and probably an auth provider. So let's add those as things that are required. So contact point. Set. And string auth provider. Got any auth providers, Bobby? And then I want to have the confirmation thing in here. So confirm, I'm going to do confirm connection in here actually. And that, all right. So this will actually show you one of the really awesome things about JetBrains Rider and .NET stuff too. So I'm going to go back over here to box, and then let's see here. It says, what was it? Add in the box. Use the fancy rename technique. Can I rename it here? It won't let me. It won't even let me change the name there. Anyway, I'm just gonna delete this, and it's okay because I guess I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna go back out to show in files. And I'm going to delete it here, move to trash, boom, okay. And then I'm going to come over here, and actually I'll use the black box for one of the things it needs to inherit from is the interface. Box connection, cool, there we go. And then notice the little red line means the things aren't ready to, oh, come on, do your indexing, slowpoke. Not ready for action. All right, the little red line means that there's a problem in this particular case. So in JetBrains Rider, just like ReSharper in Visual Studio, you can Alt-Enter, and it'll give you options when it's done processing whatever it's processing. It'll give you options on what to do. And what it'll do in this particular situation is it'll give you the skeleton code for that interface, which is super handy when you have a giant interface. So maybe it's coming up now. I don't know. I'm going to give it a minute. So one thing I do know that I want is a constructor. No, yeah. Oh, wait. You do a constructor like this, right? Remembering as I go. There we go. Okay. And then name, password. This can be a string. This one's gonna be a string. Oh, it wasn't that though. It was, what'll let me, hopefully it'll let me implement it in a second. Anyway, that's the temporary constructor. There we go. The little bullet comes up. Implement missing members. That's what I want to do. So boom, it'll say, what do you want to implement? It'll let me select all of the particular things that I've declared in the interface. And voila, magic. There's my two properties with their get and sets. And the confirmation connection function method. Yeah, in C# it's methods, not really functions. That's JavaScript. So in Blackbox, what I want to do in this thing is actually say string contact point. Whoops. And you'll notice that it knows the casing in .NET for the general convention. So it gives me that based on other things that exist in the project, which is pretty sweet. So here I can say like auth provider. I keep hitting enter. I need to hit tab. And then auth provider, or enter. You select it and hit enter. There we go. And then what I can do is say contact point equals contact point, or auth provider equals auth provider. Now, another thing I can do is, let's say I want to create this object and I don't want to pass anything into it. I want it to use some configuration file or something, right? So what I can do is just leave this empty, and in the constructor, I'll just say contact point equals the config value. And I'll wire it up to an actual configuration file in a little bit. But for right now, just have this as, I just want it here so that I know I'm going to put this config value stuff in here. And then I can put it into like a JSON configuration file, or if we really want to dive in deep, we can do an XML configuration file, or even YAML, or whatever you want. So there we go. All right, and this, we definitely don't want this. We want the test to pass, so we're going to say return true for now. And then just go back over here. This isn't box anymore, and username and password aren't what goes in it. Let's see, new black box. There we go. And see, I can do it without the config stuff. Without passing anything in. But I'm going to want to pass something in for the test, just because I'll have like a test set up or whatever for this. So I'll do something, another for this point to get that test to pass. And that'll pass fine. So now I also want to be able to test that we don't have a connection, that it has not been confirmed. So I'm going to say public void, let's see here, alt enter. Does that give me the name? I'll create new append test session, run unit test. Oh, that did a bunch of stuff down there. I want it in here. So give me generate code. What's generate code do? Not stuff I want. Okay. Anyway, so I'll just name the test. Hey Bobby, what should this name be? Any thoughts? Any of you fine viewers have a suggestion for the name? Let's see here. Confirm database. I'll rename it if anybody wants to put in their 2 cents. Confirm database connects false, or no. Yeah, I guess that's the state or whatever. And then this, and then var box equals new black box. And then connections stuff that don't work. Oh, I can't put an apostrophe in there. They don't work. And then assert dot equal false, and then box dot confirm connection should be false. So right now I already have something to implement now, because if I run the test, one of them is going to be false, right? One of them is going to be wrong. Put. Sure, jeez. After writing Go code, it sure takes a long time to do .NET builds. Why is this still so slow? Okay, perfect. That's exactly what we expected. So now let's go back and work on that a little bit. So confirm true. So how can we, can't really implement that. I really need to just kind of pull in stuff and actually test out a connection, right? That is one of the mission goals. Let's see. Speaking of a connection to test, have we made any progress over here? Oh my goodness. All right, it's done. So let's see here. Got all this fancy Google stuff. Whoops. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, just log in there to the session with all the magical stuff like you do, Google. This has got some, by the way, if you're ever using Google Cloud, first thing you should do is go load gCloud. It's part of the Google SDK. Just load the Google SDK, load gCloud, do gCloud init, and get it pointed at the zone that you want it to be pointed at. It's freaking awesome. It's seriously freaking awesome. So, get started with that. Oh, and there's my password. So nobody memorized my passwords, right? Thanks. Let's see here. And then I show them to you again. So let's hear. I'm going to move that onto another screen, so bear with me for a second. There we go. Console, cloud. And just for a quick review, you can see where all this stuff like generates the password, blah, 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 builds out the VMs. Like every single thing is done in this particular marketplace solution. And, I have all this running now. You can also go in and look at like Compute Engine and see your stuff running because it's just virtual machines, right? So there we go. I got a VM and an Ops Center VM. So blah, blah, blah. All good stuff right where it's supposed to be. All right, so what I need now is I need to do this build thing so I can pull in and test this sucker out. So let's see, we got IDE cluster, which is import missing reference file, import type DSC. Is that gonna do what I needed it to? Yep, okay, cool. So again, JetBrains Rider to the rescue, pulls in using DSE, which in the instructions it tells you to do that, of course, but I just copied the code in here to force it to pull in these dependencies. And then these two lines aren't quite ready to go. And also I don't think I want a console write in my class, but it's there as an example. So first off, I got DSE cluster interface to instantiate a cluster builder. And I have my contact point, which is, I gotta look at my deployment now. I forgot I didn't memorize the IP. Got freaked out because my passwords were in there. Where is deployment manager? So when you're fiddling around in the interface, by the way, in Google Cloud, and say you get over here and you're like, oh, I've gone into Compute Engine or something. So over here, you have to scroll way, 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 way down to get to, where is it? Deployment Manager. It's under Tools. So that is where your deployments sit. So if you're wondering where this has gone to, and it's like your first time playing around in Google Cloud, that's where your giant cluster is sitting, is over here. It says 30 minutes ago. That's pretty cool. Labels, blah, blah, blah. If you click on it, then it pulls up all that good stuff it shows on the other screen. So, like blah, blah, blah. Passwords, all that secret stuff. So let's hear, where is my... Each node is a database. Can I just write it? I need the IAD contact point, but I also don't want to just I want to go against whatever path Google has assigned to the thing. So there we go. Okay. So I guess what you should do, actually, instead of that little goofy thing that I popped out, this thing, forget this thing. That's in the browser. It's really cool if you want to do some quick stuff, but let's actually use a terminal. And do I have gcloud installed? I do. Installed that earlier. So I'm going to actually use their thing. Oh, and it wants a key. All right, so I'll let you make a key. I'm doing all this secret stuff. Of course, I'll delete this after I'm done with it, so don't expect to take all my secrets. It's just not going to happen. There we go. All right, so now I'm logged in with the SSH key that it built for me. Into the, let's see. So now I can just, I guess I can just, whoops, IP, no wait, IP all, IP-A, IF config. There it is. All right, so there's my internal IP. But what I need to do is actually make sure I can get out too. Oh, this is going to turn into a whole mess. Whoa. Look at that. That's like spam. That's crazy. Yeah. Argentina. Wow, crazy. Call you back, Argentina. So I'm going to look for and find. Should look like the following man. Oh, I know what I need to do. So that should have created a tunnel, right? So can I just do localhost? Here. Oh, I bet. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm crazy. I'll bet you. Oh yeah, I knew I read it somewhere. So here's the instructions that we're going through right now for getting connected to DataStax Enterprise Cluster. And it says, yep, grab that thing. Then, yep, do it via the local terminal. And that actually creates the tunnel, which we just did. And then, that's right, okay. And then I can just use the browser to go check out, is it 8443? I should memorize all the ports. But I mean, 2112, 8443, whatever, right? They all just merge together after a while. 8443, or is it 711, 7331, 133? Yeah, 7331, right? Leet speak. Come on. Did I break it already? I did not break it. I'm still connected. Ta-da. Whatever. Oh, did I do? Your connection is not secure. Advanced. No. It's okay. Let's just do. Yeah, confirm security exception. And let's go. There we go. All right, cool. So you'll need to confirm the security exception and go in through the secret passageways. And that's just because it's a local signed cert to the server, by the way. So, you need to make sure that it's appropriate for whatever you're doing. And then, yep, I'm going to be crazy and do this right in front of you. Boom. There's our secret stuff. Oh, wait, did it? Password for default DSE. I want to do. It's not what I want. Oh, I did. Don't save. There we go. Cassandra Is it admin? And then I copied the wrong one, didn't I? No. That's what it says. It says admin and this password. Copy admin, this password. Okay, so follow this command. Let's actually break this again. Oh, it's going to make me do it again. Close terminal. Let's actually restart this. Boom. Yes, please connect. There we go. Yep, that looks good. Then, okay, close that right that time. Cool. All right, let's get back in. There we go. And then, oh, you know. Yeah, whoops. Update. There you go. Habits die hard. Crazy habits die hard. So password for default DSE centers administrator, admin, and that thing. So that should let me log in, but I'm not getting in. So now I can do the, says before grab the Op Center admin user's password to log into the Op Center instance. Grrr. So I'm gonna do this one more time before I get actually frustrated. So there, and then we'll put that in here. Am I like, okay, I'm gonna manually type it then. I know y'all just love watching me type passwords. My sincere apologies that I can't type passwords right. So I'm pulling it up on another thing to test it real quick, because I have, more than one computer in this room at the moment. Whoops. Deployment. Yeah, deployment manager. So why are you? Oh, looking at the wrong bloody thing. Deployment, dismiss, Slack, Thrashing, code. What? Get out of here. So anyway, let's hear. We got everything basically covered. At least the prime points. We've got the cluster created on GCP. We've got the basic.NET app written. I just need to test against the connection. So definitely need to get logged in. Manager. All right. So it's WP double capitalize. Well, I can just put it in here for the moment. And then let's type it manually. All right, WP. I'm reading my password out over the air. Okay, so, man, to all 50,000 of my watchers. So I typed it in, and it was right. So if you copy it, oh, I see. There's one white space characters. If you double-click it and highlight it from the web page, then things won't work right because it will get extra white space in there. So now you can click on Lifecycle Manager like this, and it shows what is set up. So that's pretty wicked if you ask me. I mean, the simplicity of now managing that cluster that I have set up from this point of view instead of going in there and tweaking around with the individual nodes and junk is pretty awesome right here. Like let's say wonder if it'll actually let me add another node. Can I just do that? Oh, oh yeah, I gotta go look that up. I'll do that later. That's another Twitch. So anyway, you get the idea. There's that, and go back over to Ops Center, and everything is groovy. But really, what I need, I guess I can try. I could even do the test against localhost or whatever. So let's go back over to here, like so. And then we'll do, I guess I could leave 127 dot whatever in there. And then go back over to the docs. I don't need this one, leave page. Cool, okay. Then for the driver, should I close that window, didn't I? Whatever. I need to handle the authentication. So, all right, time to get back into a little bit of the code here. Come back here, Rider. There you are. All right, so I need to go up and add using dsc.auth. There we go. And then let's see here. I'm gonna do dot with auth provider, and we'll do, what do we got options of here? And we'll do DSE plain text auth provider. How does that let me work? Here we go. Username. Let's go with Cassandra. And then super secret password, which of course the password would be encrypted or put in some secret place or whatever. We'd use some nice password manager like Vault from HashiCorp or something like that. Keep that password super secret, not like what I'm doing right now, because this is a horribly bad example to do in production. This is great for I'm showing you how this works, but yeah, please don't put your passwords anywhere in the code. Don't put them in your config files. Environment variables is kind of okay sometimes, but seriously, it needs to be in a secrets management system in Azure or GCP, or use HashiCorp Vault like I was mentioning. There are solutions for this where systems can securely pull the secrets out of it when they need them. So don't give away all the world's credit card numbers. Be a good retailer. Keep your stuff secure, or a good secrets organization. All right, and then, all right, next step, is that all I need to do? I think it might be that easy. So let's try, and then we'll do something like, actually I'll just debug. I'm going to do a debug. I haven't debugged .NET code in about 1,000 years. So I clicked on that to stop at this line. I might need to step past that, but anyway, that should get me there. So if I run debug, if I run a test, I should be able to get, actually, can I do debug here? Actually, I should stop there after the instantiation, I think. And let's do this one too. And then go back over here, and I'll actually get rid of that. Now I'm going to keep it for the moment. So we'll go ahead and click debug, build, and run. Or should I click on, I'm not sure what the order process is. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have probably run the test in debug. I'm used to not doing this in the .NET world. So let's see, back to debugger. No, go back to the test. To the test. Yeah, debug all tests. So that's what I want. All right. Building, something's happening. Nothing's crashed yet. All right, cool. The tests are running. And it should theoretically stop on the debug, the breakpoint. processing, removing assemblies. Like what does this do? Builds are always magical sometimes. Removing assemblies. Successfully installed Newtonsoft. Didn't I already put Newtonsoft there? That's kind of weird and confusing. Oh, so it stopped on this one. It's weird. So I guess don't stop on my confirm. Oh, wait, what does my test call? It calls confirm connection. Why is it? Oh, it's got to step in. Okay, that's cool. So evaluating black box is all this stuff. Oh, that doesn't give you a lot of insight into the object. So let's see if we can, let's continue running. There we go. Okay, it stopped on it this time. So cluster is a thing now. We can look at that and it'll pull up all the data. Let's look at what we got. Configuration, auth, info provider, auth provider should be something, right? Yeah, plain text. We set that. And there's the username and password. Address translator. What does this say? No? Okay. Metadata timed out within 1,000 milliseconds. So in 1 second, it timed out. Not sure what to make of that just yet. So anyway, we'll do this. And I don't need that stuff right now. So it has a connection. So we'll say, actually, I wonder if I should do a try catch block in here to do this stuff. And then bubble the error up or something else. I'm not going to do a try catch just yet. I'm going to do this and get to the return true part. So keep running. And did it just bomb out of that? Or did I? Yeah, rerun my test. I think I moved around the code too much. Need to rebuild it to get to the point where it actually reflects what's in the file. Oh no, I guess it's just bombing out at that point. Or no, it's still running. What's it stopped on? All right, IDE. What do you stopped on? There's the debuggers waiting for target to get ready. Threads, console. Oh, this is. Oh, it's running. Parallel, nothing. Started thread, something. Oh, it stopped. Joy. So run again. Just run again. So what am I doing? What am I missing here? I'm missing something really simple. I'm sure I'm missing a period or an equal sign or a dot or calling the thing wrong. Any ideas? Throw it in comments there. Help a coder out. So session, this should instantiate the session. I wonder if I just do. So it doesn't get to return to true. This bombs out. This crashes. Remove unused local variable. No, actually, let's do this. Let's return the session, because I'm probably going to need to do that anyway, right? Because the session is going to be needed to be used post facto. So actually, yeah, let's not do this. Let's do DSE. What's the type on it again? It's diet. Stupid thing. DSE dot DSE session. Yep, that's it. I can do that, can I? No? Do I need to use return type bool? I don't want to use the bool. Yeah, change signature. There we go. Okay. So I changed the interface for that return type to return the object defined by the interface. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's what I was trying to do here. So go ahead and remove redundant identifier. All right, that's cleaned up. So now it's just gonna return this thing. I don't really need this, do I? I just can return the cluster. That should return the connection session. All right. Boom. I'm sure I could make that even more crazy, or simpler, or whatever one might call it. That's what I'm gonna go with for now. So that's fancy. So then we can get over here, and what should actually be? So this isn't false anymore. It's another thing. So I'd actually be looking for result box. I don't know what it is. So box dot provider content point confirm connection. Oh, does it have my dream functionality? Check that out. That might be super awesomeness. Let's do that. Actually, did it just do it because of... Oh, that's my stupid interface, isn't it? Dot. Yeah, confirm connection. Returns. Yeah, okay, now I can do that now because of that. And then the result, what should the result be? I should be getting result dot is disposed, wait for schema, begin, execute, change key space. Just something to confirm the connection. Whoops, execute graph. I guess what I could do... Oh, I think I have an idea. I could just ask for it to do something. Okay, this test is getting unwieldy, and this one's no longer valid. So I'm gonna get a row, a DSE row. Yeah, that's what I want. And then session dot. Whoops. No. Stop doing that. Session dot execute. Stop. Naming overload again. Why is it flipping out on me? Dot execute. Come on. Do I need another thing here? Let's call it not session. Let's call it sesh. Yeah, okay. No conflicts, please. And then it's still no suggestions. Why is it complaining? Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong place. Let's go back over to the black box. And let's actually do it here. Row equals, and we'll get the, whoops, I need the session still though. So DSE session, here we go. So that'll instantiate this session, cluster dot, give me a connect, and then this can be used then to do the execute, not a graph, I just want a regular old execute. And then what's a good, let's do select star, because that's always the best, that's the best thing to always do star in all data sources. That's sarcasm. Don't actually do that. Then first record, whoops, there we go. Uh-oh, doesn't like this. So I need link pulled in. So let's see. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if I would get link for .NET Core here. I don't need system. That looks good. Pull first row. And then we can return this. So this is an absolutely not good way, actually, to confirm this connection, probably. But it's a starting point. It's going to get us the functionality, and then we can refactor from there. So then result dot exist result dot. Oh, what is it? Confirm connection. So I'm passing back the row now, which is the not the session. It's a row. This has gotten ridiculous. Row. Yeah, there we go. Result dot. There's the stuff. Is null. Oh, really? Okay. Should it be null? Should it be? I don't actually remember what is returned with this. Just want to look at all those functions real quick. Sorry, methods, and stuff. All that good link stuff. So anyway, is null. Oh, what's my parameters? String name. Oh, what? That's stupid. Sorry, something beeped at me. I had to check it real quick. And is null. No, I don't think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna have to use something else. Is null equals object. Actually, yeah, count. Nope. Equals. Length is 0. No. Well, anyway, what is count? What is the count? Row length gets the total amount of values inside the row. That's not what I want. Returns the number. That's a bad overload. Number of elements in a sequence. Well, let's stick with length for now. I don't know. It'll be whatever it is. So then I'm gonna run this test. See where I get. Does not implement interface, iBox connection, confirm connection. Why does it not implement it? I didn't change the name of the thing. Oh, yeah, of course. Change signature. That's what I want. And yep, cool beans. Thank you, Rider, for making it super easy to refactor that so that I don't have to be confused for 4 hours. Only 5 minutes till Bobby points it out to me. Pending, and I get a failure. Cool. All hosts tried for query failed. Transport endpoint is not connected. Okay, so at least I know what the failure message looks like, so I can actually pull that together and use that as a response. Let's see here. All right, what can I do to get that response? All right, forget that. I'm going to go out and actually look at what is the IP of this bloody thing. And oh yeah, it's closed, of course. So what we'll have to do is go out to come on. Stop moving around. Compute engine. And VM instances. So those instructions just say that stuff, right? So this is actually a good, effective way to look at yeah, it keeps the instructions that are on here for connecting. It's actually pretty secure because you can't hit the address without opening up the firewall to this particular bit. So here's the external IP. So if that's here, I don't want Op Center, I want the cluster one, so I'll use that for now. And then yeah, okay, so that's there. Back to Rider. And my test black box. Let's put this in here. Again, this should be treated as a password, honestly. It should be in a secret place, or it should be managed through something that has findability that's going to get the IPs and map them to an appropriate name, etc., so that it's dynamic. So that's in there now. And I should be able to at least get a connection, right? Right? Connection. That's what we're aiming for. That is the mission statement. Running. Connection timed out. So that's a little bit better, at least. So, oh yes, I know what I need to do. I need to, oh cool, it showed me the port right there. I was about to ask myself, what is the port that I would need? So it's 9042. So in good old Google Cloud here, go into, where is the networking stuff? There we go, VPC network. Network services, load balancing, da-da-da-da. We need to go to firewall rules. And then in firewall rules, there's some basic ones that are in there already. But I'm going to create a new one specifically for this. External access. Access for DSE 6. Default network sounds good. Priority, something like that. Ingress, allow, target tags. I don't really know. Not really that. And I need ports. Oh, that's not what I want. 942. Not a valid port definition. Oh, well, how do you do it? Oh, okay. To TCP, something like that. 942. Didn't you used to? I could have sworn you just used to put the thing in there. What? Oh, you want? I don't know what the thing is right now. I don't want to look it up. At least, oh, and you have to put a tag. So, temp firewall rule. Oh, be picky. Can't put underscores. That's valid. Temp rule. There, that's good enough. All right, create. Oh, did I break the form? Did I break your form, Google? Oh, yeah. Okay, this one too. C6 temp rule. There we go. All right. That was more complicated than it needed to be. But, all right, refresh. Where you at? There we go. Okay. Got that. Back to JetBrains Rider. Okay. Now, okay, so should just be able to run on that against that IP because it does 9042 as that exception message printed out when the connection timed out. So we should get a connection now at least, and then it should error out on the dumb test that I'm doing at least. Oh God, build faster or something. Or did you get stuck on a debug point that seems to be weird? Did it? I don't know what happened. So debug, building solution. Oh, okay, there we go. Something this time. What? Why did you go there? Go back to the unit test. There we go. Initializing debugger. Oh. Okay, music while we build. Oh, finish building. See, that's how you speed up the build. You start listening to some music to kill the dead space, and it bombs out. But at least it finished. So all hosts tried for a query, da-da-da-da. Connection timed out, initializing. Confirm database connects, false, right? That is the error. So, all hosts tried for query, failed, connection timed out. Initializing. So, oh, somebody just slammed the door in my building. Feels like the wall is going to fall down. All right, just to, going full nasty here. I'm gonna take that one out. Create firewall rule. I'm gonna create a horrible firewall rule. Allow specific target tags. All instances. Oh, what? All right, be weird. That's actually pretty cool from an ops perspective. That feature, like those capability. But I didn't want to do that. I want to do. What is that second source filter? Please don't filter anything. Just apply it. Allow all. Yeah, just do that. Wide freaking open. I didn't do that. Nobody saw it as I'm on a Twitch stream. Clearly, I am doing something completely, utterly wrong. But it's so obvious that I'm missing it somehow. Because I have done this before. Failed. All hosts tried for query, failed. Well, that's because there's only one host that I gave it. Oh, maybe plain text provider. I need to try did I do it with the other provider last time? Just going through all the possibilities in my head here. And I'm drawing a blank. So, let's see, while I think. Yeah, not. No? That's your auth provider. And I actually need to add some bits here. So I'm going to actually go back over here. So looking at all this stuff, we should have string for the simple auth provider. Username. Let's actually do username. Get set. String password. Whoops. Password. Get set. And then confirm connection. This should be bool. Let's change that back to bool. So then here, I need to re-implement this junk. Boom. Yes, please. All of that stuff. And then this can be in here. Oops. Removed one of the curly braces. And I don't need this one anymore. Because really, this just needs to be true or false or whatever it's going to be. And right now I'm going to say false. And the test, I'm going to do a horrible thing here again and just say box.confirm. Yeah, no. What is that complaining about? Cast qualified expression convert to implicit implementation of. No, I changed the thing, right? Didn't I? Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then, no, that's, yeah, bool. So return bool. And the unit test should say this. Right? Yes, no. Ugh. Is that, oh, that's not, because the connection's not even. Oh, maybe that is what it is. No, but I fixed it there. Confirm connection. Use the, okay, so this should use the, this dot username, and this should be this dot password, and temporarily I'm going to put this garbage in my test here. While I'm refactoring and cleaning this junk I've made up. What is this? Oh, it's because I have a 0 over here, you dummy. So it should be true. That's what I want to have, is a good connection. This should go away, so I don't need implementation details leaking across. Gracious be. And then here, actually, let's see here. What was it that it said? Can I do console.log? No? Oh, log? No, console dot. Let's see here. How do you... Here's my thing. Here it is. Okay. .NET Core write log message. I thought it was console dot something, or did they change it? Logging in ASP.NET Core. I don't want to implement logging though. I just want the one thing. Logging. Get by ID. How to add providers. Nope, that's not what I want either. Oh god. Logging. Logger retry policy. Nope, don't want that either. Anyway, so var manual debug equals string. So, whoops. So a little trick I do sometimes just to look at the debug mid-process is put something below it like this, and then I can run all my tests, and it's going to stop on this, and then I can look back at this particular thing. It says it's never used. I'm fully aware of that fact. Thanks, JetBrains Rider. And when it comes up, oops. Was it black Canadian confirm connection? It does. It's right here. It's right here. No? Contain a confirm, no extension method confirm connection. That says confirm connection. It's on black box. Accepting a first argument of type black box could be found. Where's this? Oh, and this is in unit test. New black box. Well, what the hell does it have in it? Dot. Oh, I did it again to myself. Forget. So I need a public. Whoops. Public. There we go. I think maybe. Let's get rid of these for now. If I go here, maybe if I type this in public, right? No, it just assumes whatever, and then I can make it whatever in here. Oh, okay, so then I can swallow permissions and whatnot. All right. Almost there. So now let's debug again. Build solution. Debug all. Yeah. Click one thing, click another. Which one works, which one doesn't? I don't know. It's confusing sometimes. Modifier public is not valid for this thing. Is that what I did? Oh, and then I broke the test, of course. So because of, there we go. All right, good God. Hey, maybe we made some progress here. Restart all of that. Boom, brrr, drum roll. There we go. Okay. Argument null exception. All right. Looks like some type of progress of some sort. All hosts tried. Failed. String reference not set to an instance of the string. That's cute. So let's do this and this. I should at least get a breakpoint here without it bombing out completely. Okay, so that broke. I need a different tune. Let's go with scar symmetry. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's another thing I can try. It didn't break. I mean, it didn't break on the thing. It just keeps puking out here. It's nice to know that it's trying, but how about no? Is that, am I clicking the wrong button maybe? Oh, I have to click on debug there. Oh, I think I was just confused. So I clicked on the double arrow thinking that it would play through from a debug initiated session. But that's not what was going on. And now it's stopped on, no, okay, there we go. Okay. Whew, God. So much trouble. So the cluster object is instantiated. Here we go, we got this. And it said it timed out already, so we know that. Yeah, that theoretically should work, right? So if session, no, how does the syntax work? If, crap. If session is equal to, to null, and return false, else return true. Theoretically, I think that's right. Let's see here. Since it's one line, I can do that, right? And this says, remove. Oh yeah. I don't need the else in that situation. So that's how that should unfold. And this says, okay, let's stop this. I'm trying to write some code. Okay. So I don't really need that anymore. All right. Oh. here, this is set to that based on this and this. Oh, because it's, oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's stop. Thanks, Bobby. You're the best coder wingman. Username, boom. Password, yup. That was my screw up. That is definitely what I needed. So let's go with username equals username and password. Whoops, password equals password. All right. Okay, my stupid oops there. Oh, it makes me so mad. Yeah, it is epic. I see the message like 10 minutes after you write it, and I've been sitting here fumbling through it. But hey, that might actually fix it. That would be super rad if it did. What is this saying? Use, oh yeah. Use var. I forgot all about that. All these memories of C#. Replace with return. What's this saying do? But how would that do Boolean? JetBrains IDE. I don't know. I like this. That seems to actually say what it's doing. Oh, is it? Oh, that seems weird. Return session. Session is a Boolean value. Does it force it from? But if it's null, how's it returning the? Okay, I've confused myself. Anyway, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Watch it work. So let's go back to. Where's my test file? Here we are. Debug. Right, but I get it. I don't know what I'm thinking. Getting slow. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's 16:33 PST time. It's like 2 a.m. in London or something. So did it? Okay, initializing debugger. Oh, I'm gonna scream at the speed of these builds. This is crazy. Totally writing Go next time. Oh my God. Oh. Ah, it still says timed out. But let's look to actually see. That's not what I want. Configuration. This configuration. Somewhere it had username and password stuff. I mean, I can also hover over it to see that. Yep, admin and crazy password. Okay. This is IP address. And that is a cluster. So session's going to be nothing. So if I continue it, it's just the test is gonna bomb out, right? Running, still running? What are you running against? Did it run? Okay, it's doing that again. Timed out again. So I don't know, maybe that firewall rule isn't working. Maybe I gotta link it in some new special way that I haven't read in the docs. Of course, cloud providers, they like to change stuff every few weeks anyway, something new for everything. Oh, was it an auth exception? I thought it said the same thing. I'll go back and look at it this time. What did it? Well, so this is like the third time I've used this IDE to write C# code, and it still takes a little getting used to. Overall, though, JetBrains crew, y'all have done a good job. But yeah, right-click, rename. Implement that. That should be a top priority. Let's see your unit test. Oh, it just said, oh yeah, okay, failed to log in. Please retry. Oh, this is not, I know what it is. I actually grabbed, I think that's what it is. We'll wait another 10 minutes for the thing to try. Is that the retry or is it debugging still? Can't tell because the stupid VM machine thing. Get out of there. There we go. Oh yeah, it's still running. Okay. 10 minutes per build. No way to have the squirrel effect come into play at all in this situation. Nope, not. Ooh, what's that out the window? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm singing again. I promise one of my accomplishments that I'm aiming for over the next several slacks is whenever I think I'm gonna hum, I'm just gonna crank up the tunes while I'm not talking. So I think that would be a much better option. Then you'll know I'm thinking, and it'll be way cooler. Because, what is this? Apocalypse Orchestra? That was a new thing. Sei grün by Berg. Yeah. Oh yeah, this sounds cute. I have the best words for metal. Yeah. Okay, what did it? Why did it not put it back on the screen? Oh, it's. Oh, running. Yeah. Any second now. Oh, yeah. Okay, something broke, but hey, let's figure it out. Authentication exception, failed login. Please retry. All right. Where is my thing? Go away, you stupid. I am in full screen mode, so stop messing around. Bear with me. Bloop. There we go. There. That's full screen mode. All right, yeah. Stay out of the way, window. Go back and check the credentials. Deployment manager. No, what the hell was that? Firewall rules and deployment manager? Google, y'all gotta fix your weird Ajax-y stuff or whatever it's called now. Your React stuff. I'm sorry, your Angular stuff. That's what Google does. They do the Angular stuff. Oh, it was the admin password. So I need to do the Cassandra password and make sure that's synchronized here. So let's do this and get the right username and password. Cassandra, there and there. And then run all. Yes, run. And don't take 10 years, please. Take out my little debugger. There we go. Right there, okay. Nothing like some. This is German, right? Is that what I'm listening to? Whatever that is. I don't know. Could be listening to some crazy psycho stuff. Victory. I'm gonna have to come up with a victory song, because oh god, that was some nonsense. So username and password, and then what was the dumb thing I did? Oh, I spent 20 minutes not passing in the actual username and password. So this can be there. Actually, it doesn't need to be. I'm gonna get rid. Actually, I do need contact point. That should be the IP. But auth provider, I'm gonna set for now as the plain text one. And this needs change to the auth provider. I mean the contact point. There we go. This one needs to have the string contact. It's contact point. There we go. And then contact point here equals contact point. And then over here, I need to pass in the contact point. And I'm going to actually put in not the password. Let's put in not the password. Not the password. And this should be false now. Right? So let's do that. No, I didn't want to debug it again. Oh, that was... Did it finish? Ah. I think it finished. Or it's still building. I don't know. This weird lag between stuff is weird. No, it looks like it's building. But it's got the old tests. All right, any second now. One's going to rerun it. Screw it. Is that, yeah. Because I don't trust that it actually reran it. Do the build and then rerun it. Does not implement interface. Oh, yeah. See, I knew there was some weird breakage. No, let's go to the change signature, right? Deal again. No, I don't want to do that. I want to change the signature. I don't need auth provider right now. There we go. And it all grays out. Why does it gray out again? Anyway, it doesn't need this either, actually, anymore. So let's get rid of that. And then we'll go in. So it's not currently used just yet. That should work, right? I think I've got it. Yep. So rerun them. There they go, running. Failed to log in. Please retry. Right, but okay. Clearly, does that just drop out and then? Oh, I know what. It's throwing exceptions, so I need to do try catch block here, and then exception is E whatever. That's fine. Let's do this. Try this thing. If exception, let's see here, not, console.writeLine is what I was looking for earlier. You gotta be kidding me. Let me do that earlier in the system. Well, okay. So actually catch, this one would be, yeah, I want to write line it, don't want to rethrow it. I just want to say return false. Oops, false. There we go. And then if this works, well, catch is if it'll throw an exception. So theoretically, I get to here and return true. Oh, and I don't even need a session, right? I can just do this. Boom. There we go. All right. I'm going to run that. And what do we get? So that should return, that should pass because I'm asking for false on incorrect information. All right, so that passed. And then if I go back over here and I put in the password, which, yep, I've completely not done. Where did it go? Firefox. And then doing this one, right? Yep. Put that one back in real quick. And then run that sucker. Pending. Run. So that should fail. Right. Okay. So this one is going to be true. Oops. Didn't want all of that. True. And then let's make another one. Fact. Bam. Public void. Confirm. Database. Connects. False. Var box equals new black box. There we go. And we're going to do Cassandra. And then we're going to go do not the password. And then we're going to do 35.197.76.167. And then assert dot equal false. And get, oh, I don't need all that stuff. Box dot confirmation connection. All right, and those both should pass. Now, if we stop and think about this for a little bit, you know, as always, good thinking music. And the issue that is clear here to me is while that runs and they're all going to pass. So this is fine and dandy, but I need to get the secrets out of here. They shouldn't be in the test. That's absolutely horrible. Not a good way to do it. Oh, that's CLI. We haven't even touched it yet. So in this, I probably need to dig into and see exactly what might be the best practice around actually testing the connection. But as you can see, we have gotten the connection. That works, just passing in username and password to the DSE plaintext auth provider with using the with auth provider method. And you just add the contact point, which in this case is the IP. Make sure your IP port is open. On your cloud provider, you're going to be spending all day troubleshooting why it's not actually connecting to the IP. And also make sure you're actually assigning properties to the signature parameters that you're passing into your constructor of your object, of your class that creates the object. Yes. What else? And anyway, also, I need to provide better feedback for users of my class versus thing broke or thing didn't break. Writing it out to the console is one thing. Probably need to add some logging to this. So that would probably be a future Twitch. Sounds like a good idea. Need some logging. Let me take some notes here because there were some stretch goals for this, which was to put it on GitHub, which actually I'll go in. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to remove these bits. Like so. And then, okay, so that's safe. And then this. Okay, so I can commit this now, which if I Control K to bring up the commit thing in JetBrains Rider, I have all of this stuff here. So I'm going to say this is commit one, just like I had in there. And I always check all these things because it doesn't hurt to make sure your stuff's all formatted right and pretty and all that kind of good stuff. And it yanks out all the imports you don't actually use. Unless, of course, you've done some really weird .NET coding, then it might not actually know it. So I'm not actually going to commit it straight right now because it thinks I can commit and push that. But let's open up the terminal where I actually like to do my Git work. Go into codes, clear. All right, interoperability black box, Git status. There's all our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add all of the bits. And this is why I brought it out here, because the Git stuff in the editors, I don't ever really trust it. If you want to use Git and not have it mess you up, use Git at the command line. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me and say, oh no, I want my user interface, blah, blah, blah. But you won't mess it up if you learn how to use it at the command line. The command line's freaking awesome. So anyway, that's how I'm going to do it. So this is first commit. Whoops, like that. And there we go. So everything should be hunky-dory now and ready to go. Yep, look at that. It's clean, clear. And now one thing I want to do is check for my remote, which is not there. I need to actually add my remote origin path, or URI, whatever it's called, origin. So let's go out and create this out on GitHub, right? First, bye-bye cluster, because yeah, you can't steal my cluster secrets in my empty cluster. And we'll talk about a lot of that cluster stuff real soon, because there's awesomeness to talk about. But for right now, this little demo of code is going to go up on GitHub, and I'll post it on the link and write up some issues with it. This new interface, it's confused me a bit. So let's call it, what are we calling it? We're calling it interoperability, black box. Is that what I called it? I think that's what I called it. Derp. Completely spaced on it already. Yeah, that's what I called it. So this is the project. This is a code project that I am working through in my Twitch coding sessions. Not going to initialize it. I'll add that stuff later. Then I just need the remote to add. Oops. Remote. Then get push to master. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and close out of this one. Whoops. What is it fussing about? A set to track remote. Oh, yeah. Huh. There it is. All right. So from here, I'm actually going to click Add README just because I like to use GitHub's nice little interface. Put some nice spacing in the name. And I'll commit that. Go back here, Git pull. Boom. Got the README. So I'm out of there. Going to go over to issues. And let's see here. So it's almost 5. I got 6 minutes. So let's see if I can do the stretch issues that I mentioned in the blog entry. So all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is going to get committed as is for now, which, well, it just did. But I'm going to go over here and let's actually go. No, go in here. Not my face. Damn it. There we go. So back to code. Create a new. That's not what I wanted either. So let's open the terminal. I'll do it real quick in the terminal. Let's see if I can beat my timer here. All right. See codes, clear list, interoperability black box. Go into that. And then let's see here. Oh yeah, touch.github. We can put our templates into there for how to create new sessions and stuff like that. But actually, let's see here. GitHub might have put it into here somewhere. So let's go look. There's the pages. Nah, I don't want no pages. I don't want a theme. I thought they had added this Oh yeah, issue templates. So you can set up templates. Used to be you just had to add the template directory, which is just a hidden directory called .github. But now I can do bug report, feature request, and custom template. I don't care about that right now. And I'll just propose changes, and then commit changes, because that's actually going to go into the repo, as you can see right here. If I come out here and pull it, take a look at it real quick. So I'm going to actually pull this up in code, because Rider won't really pull this stuff just yet. Wow, it's opening all the things. Oh, some old junk. Don't save. Close out. There we go. All right, so in this directory is nothing. Should have some files. So anyway, I click on issues though, and it should be new issue, and there you go. Okay, so now the templates they put in there are for bug report and feature request, and I want to do a feature request and say, all right, so blah, blah, blah. It has some words. Say features to add next Twitch session. I'm going to do just sesh. Whatever. No, that's stupid. That's like it's like a dad joke or something. I'm going to assign it to me. And then, nope, don't have a project. Not doing that. Clear. How are we doing there? Git pull all. Don't ask me why I did that. So there is, the GitHub is in there. So I'm going to exit out of that again and just do a quick few of these. So one thing I mentioned was, let's number them. Things I ought to add. 1, add better logging to report what's up. 2, add better exception handling for the connection confirmation. 3, need to add actual configuration options around files and such. 4, add secrets management so all Twitch viewers and the universe can't, steal all my stuff, all my secrets, right? I mean, you don't want to do that. You don't want to give all your secrets away. Do the next important things for the super secret black box. There we go. Submit new issue. There we go. Everything for next session, which will be likely next Thursday. Sunday is going to be Go code, and let's see here. Let's see, do I have a paste across things? No, don't. So in that case, at this point, I'm going to declare Twitch video episode stream session number 1 a victory. Peace out. Enjoy Churchill. He killed lots of Nazis. Everybody have a great day. Peace.